did you do?
I did 15 months, 15 days, and 19 hours.
Wow.
Out in FCI Morgantown, West Virginia.
Okay.
And I wrote this book, and it was kind of like a therapy. It was like a therapeutic thing for me, you know.
I understand.
To like readjust to a new life that I was living upon my release. And I went and I shot a video, one YouTube video. A friend of mine shot it, and we put it up, and I used that as the vehicle to promote the book.
Okay.
Then I shot some more videos, and he was taking too long getting the shit together. So I said, well, look, yo, I'm gonna go get my own camera, get my own setup, and shoot my own joints, man.
Right.
And
when did you start doing this?
This was in probably...
What year?
This was 2017, 2018, December 17, January 18.
So you covered a lot of ground within that time. It's 3 years from
Oh yeah. Actually, it's like 24 months.
Okay.
And you know, initially what I started to do a lot of my routines that we did in the feds. And I was up in the park one day up in Patterson, Eastside Park, and I filmed. Shout out to Stretch, man. That was the first video I ever shot.
Stretch, what up?
Yeah, shout out to Stretch. And I shot him, and I was asking him some questions. And then from there, I just was, you know, have camera will travel. I was going to different parks and just interviewing dudes on the fly, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas I didn't know, people I didn't know. They didn't know me, I didn't know them. You know, it was just straight up impromptu on the fly. We hit the record button, we take off, we don't edit nothing.
Like the old days.
Man, the way it come out is what we do. You know, we gonna put it up.
Right. So wait, what's your motivation for interviewing somebody? Let's say you just, anybody that's working out,
well,
how do you figure,
Great question, Nigel. I wanted that too.
Well, Nigel, what it is that I know that with calisthenics and with working out, everybody's workout and everybody's body is as unique as they are themselves. And what I was attempting to do was to get an understanding of what this dude do, what do he do, you know, because I saw, you know, in the joint, you know, we worked out.
Hold your thought on that. Hold your thought on that.
You want to come back to that?
Because I want to get into calisthenics and federal prison.
But Nigel, to answer your question, man, it's really just to get everybody's individual take on why they working out, what they do, what do you eat, and how does this work with you? You know, I'm just kind of getting a personal understanding of each individual.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we paused there. So Red, we're gonna come back to you, Sean. Nice intro on there. I like that.
Yeah.
Getting a little sense of where you come from and what you've been doing the last few years. Mr. Red Blackshot, why go on there, boy? Yeah, down there. Yeah. So
shout out to Red Shot Black Star, man.
So he's a Wingate warrior. Been in Wingate Park for many years, and just recently, well, you've been doing your thing for a lot of years. Speak to, without giving too much information, where did you start, and why do you do what you do as far as calisthenics and fitness? Well, especially when it comes to Wingate.
Well, you know, this time right now, I know, say, again, the vessel. It all comes back to the vessel. I've been taking a good look around.
What is the vessel?
The body.
Okay.
I've been taking a good look around and notice in this time that we are living, most the average young man or the average man, by the time he reach 30 to 40, he broke down.
American?
Just man on the whole. It doesn't matter, American, no matter where you come from. From the moment you don't respect and overstand the body and you abuse it, you on your way down like the Titanic. And this is what I overs and notice. So I know, again, I took that as a perfect example and say, I cannot allow my body, the one house, the one place I dwell in,
my temple,
for just go so. So I take it seriously. And my job is to continue taking it seriously. Because that's where I live.
So where did you start in Wingate Park with that mindset of taking care of your vessel? First of all, are you vegan? Or that's what I said. I don't like to put a. I hate saying bad buyer.
I love to eat. I will tell the people. I don't want to be a two-faced, like a double razor blade. I will tell people this. My delight is more of greens and natural greens. But no,
plant-based. You're plant-based.
Yeah, plant-based.
I like that.
But since I is a man where I have enough offspring, and dealing with my offspring, I must nourish them.
You want to speak on how many you have?
Well,
We're
yes,
not going to
yes, I, well, I have.
We got a good amount of awesome.
I have 13.
Black
Yes,
no, you serious? You got more since we...
He said, what you thought he had, bro?
Yo, the last time I spoke to you, you had like 9.
Congratulations.
Where he had, whoa. He said he had
Yes,
4 and 2 there.
I just, you see, them say, if I have to put it like this, again, it comes back again to the average man in his 40s, late 30s to late 40s.
Right.
It's majority of them are impotent. And the women say,
I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
I
I don't know
no,
about
I'm
that.
simply saying, the women talk about it. And then I am watching it. The reason for that is, again, how they treat them body. Because some of them drink 7 days a week. They don't sleep, them bleach. Them eat a lot of fast food. They don't nourish them body. So of course, all this is part of the process of breaking down the temple. My scene, my ideology, my idea, my liberty, my whole life based on the concept that since I have this one vessel to move and travel in, and I know definitely I have a choice. Seeing what it has done to others that take it as a wife or a house, then just attach. I decide to detach, and me being detached, watching this, I feel stronger. I do more than I used to do when I was about 20 or 30. I run miles and miles. I run faster than the city bus. 130 at a time from Flatbush to
I ain't never
Bushwick.
seen you run nowhere. What you talking about?
Oh yes, my brother. And my next what?
Facts. I ain't never seen you do run around the
Well,
track,
well,
man.
this
I'm
is-
not saying you don't, but I'm just...
well, yeah, the next thing I want to do, the next thing I would love to do, I would love someone who has a vehicle and a camera to videotape me starting to run from anywhere. It could be East 21st Street, it could be from East 21st Street to all the way to Bronxville, which is going to be Madagascar and New Lads. And I guarantee you, I will take less than 15 minutes to reach over there.
All right, pause right there.
Wait, less than 15 minutes from where?
Yeah, I hear what you're
Yes,
saying.
sir.
We have that audio documented, so we're gonna work on that. We're gonna
From
see.
Flatbush to...
From Flatbush,
For those of you that don't live in New York
me,
City,
church?
Flatbush,
Church?
from Flatbush, East 21st Street.
On church?
And no, from East 21st Street to run all the way to New Lads and Madagascar.
New lots in Madagascar. 15 minutes?
pause
Yes,
that. All right,
15
pause that.
Wow.
That's a great feat if you could do that. We definitely gotta have it.
Well, all what you have to do to bring it to the
All right, time out.
Yes,
Time
sir.
out. We're gonna go back to Sean. All right,
All
hold your
right.
thought. We're gonna come back.
Yes,
to that.
sir.
What's up, baby?
So Sean, we're gonna get back to you. So being from where you gone and having to do federal time and things of that nature, and now coming out, restructuring your life, becoming an author, being a parent. From your experience, is calisthenics a product of the prison system? Is that the root, would you say? Because people say calisthenics is a jail workout. It's a federal prison workout. From someone who has experienced it, what do you think?
Well, I can't give you. First of all, let me tell you, yo, Red Bull, send my check, man.
Oh, John.
Red Bull, send my check, man. Check it out. Check it out.
Yo, and split
Send my
that
check.
too, man. Send our residuals too. We want that.
Byron, I went to the joint in 2014, so I can't speak to the origin of calisthenics.
Right. But just
you know
from,
what I'm
from
saying?
your own experience.
But-
What did you see?
But niggas in there, they doing that.
Mhm.
And we had a weight pile. I was at FCI Morgantown, West Virginia.
Oh, you still had weights in there?
We had a weight pile.
Oh, nice.
We had a weight pile, and they had calisthenics. So the dudes I mean, I you know, the dudes that looked the best and the one they was the calisthenics dudes, man.
I've heard that.
Them the one they looked the best.
Shout out to Big Hurt on the West Coast.
You know, and you know, when I went in there, I was on this, you know, let me get strong, let me lift all this weight. I was benching like 335, but I couldn't give you 10 pull-ups.
Interesting.
I couldn't do 10 pull-ups. And I said, well, something is wrong with this here, man. This ain't even right, you know. So toward my end of my sentence, I got off the weights and I just went strictly with calisthenics, man. And you know, that's pretty much all I fuck with now. I don't go to the gym. I don't, you know, I'm straight calisthenics.
Right.
But niggas in the joints, niggas in the feds is fucking with calisthenics.
Now for you, this is an interesting thing that you do. You have this interesting two-step with your burpee routine, right?
Yeah.
And I always kid you about it because I just find it so fascinating. I told you I'm gonna try to take that move, man. It's super cool. Where it's not even, it's more than a two-step actually. It's almost like a 4 to 6 step. If you really look at it, where did you learn that style? And check out his if you don't know what I'm talking about, when you check out his YouTube,
go to my YouTube channel,
you'll
man.
see the
Come
federal,
man. Hottest channel on YouTube.
Yeah,
man.
well, you see, what is it called?
Can't
Federal
fucking miss it. Hottest channel on YouTube, man.
Yo, where did you get that style from?
Yo, I was I used to see these dudes, man. I used to see this dude from Kentucky and this dude from Atlanta do burpees, and they would do like 250 to 300 burpees. They would burpee for like 45 minutes to an hour straight, right?
Goodness.
And the shit was fascinating to me. So when I started to come home and shit, I wanted to lean out. I ran into this kid from Ohio, and he said, Sean, you know, let's do some burpees, right?
Right.
So I was a little intimidated and shit, you know, because he said, well, we're not going to do 200, 250, we do 100. So I got with him, he did the burpee, and when me and him was doing it, he did sort of like a little wipe with the foot, you understand? And
that's what they call a little white, little swipe.
Right. And I took a little bit of that and
make your own style.
Made my own, add my own little flavor to it, man.
That joint is super ill, man.
Thank you, man.
So what gave you the wait, actually, let me hold that. Let me go back to your red. Where did you get your style from? Because you have a certain style, and they don't know about your alter ego, which you ain't even get into. People haven't even seen that yet. You got to bring that out spectacularly. But your style of calisthenics is not the usual just push-ups and pull-ups.
No.
Where did you get your style from?
Well, I can't tell you this. From my little boy.
The cosmos.
Yes, sir, but it's my mom's. The funniest thing was a woman. Same way. My mom's was a serious woman.
Okay.
And I remember when on the weekend, when we go to school now, when Friday come, you're supposed to take care of your shoes and do all your chores and stuff. So,
toothpaste and all that, wipe them up.
And moms would promise to take you to the matinee where you go watch a kung fu.
Okay.
Karate.
Bruce Lee, all that.
Bruce Lee, everything, yes. My mother was a lady where she was very into self-defense. And
really?
Yes, and I always told us, be humble, but also able to, we're supposed to know how to defend ourselves. So from my youth, I was in martial arts. I was put into martial arts. My first sensei was from Japan, Mr. Hashitaka.
What year was this?
This was like I would say in the early 80s.
Wow. Okay, when it was real out there, everybody was really learning 80s. That kung fu.
And then I had a brother that was a boxer, and my other brother used to do martial arts. He used to go to a guy that fight mostly all around the world, where I think they call him Coco. His name was
really?
Coco. A very good guy. So I always seen this self-defense and going around. My mother had 13 children too also. So it's like brothers trying, and you know, I was tussling, shadow boxing. So it been there.
Doing what brothers do.
Yeah, and the thing about it, it was important to learn to defend yourself. It was very important, because if we didn't defend ourselves and our elder brother was coming up or our sister was coming up and we had a fight and we didn't fight, we get our butt beat by the person that saw you didn't defend yourself. So
that's how it goes.
Yeah, it was very important. So the martial arts, this is why I taken it from all there, but sincerely, seriously, becomes in a young man and almost lose my life many times. I have the scars in my finger. Them.
I see. I'm looking at your face and things like that.
And many times, I had to defend myself And again, the same martial arts, if I didn't put it into practice, I wouldn't be here talking to anybody. So
You really have to put it to use
yes,
in the field.
because that was only what I did have. So I am not saying that I am Bruce Lee or anything like that. On the contrary, that I know is that me
You
walking
can defend
down the
yourself
street,
if need
yes,
be.
yes,
Which is how it should be.
yes, I.
And that's why I took a whole year off to learn boxing myself, to really just know the sweet science of it. And it's almost, it teaches you discipline.
Yes,
because
I.
now that you are aware of what you're capable of,
Yes, I.
you have to work twice as hard
Yes, yes.
not to unleash that, because not only will it be a bad time for you,
Mhm.
but also for that person. Both of y'all are going to be in the world of hurt.
Yes, I.
And that's the name of the game, of self-defense.
And not only that, the thing about it too, the average person thinking of punching a sandbag are just usually little thing, beat up a banana tree. I used to do that. But I learned something. The body could adapt.
Absolutely.
And if you take away the state of mind that allow you to feel pain and adapt, then obviously you becomes a machine, not just a machine, but still the hands becomes dead, the forearm become dead. So it might hurt at the first time, the second time, the third time, for years it will hurt. But by you continue it, the Chinese have some philosophy, or not philosophy, but a way that they will take a piece of wood and wrap it with a band, and they will use their fingers or their knuckles to keep punching it,
Yeah, I've seen
punching
that.
it, punching it. It's just like going up on top of your head. The first time you try to go on top of your head, you might not have the ability to do it. But if you go and try, little by little, you stay 2 seconds, a minute, whatever.
same
you
with the
keep going.
pull-up.
Same with the pull-up. Your body get to adapt. So it's how much do you want and how much do you want to elevate. And then you will work with the body, because you train everything else. You train your dog, you grow your kids, you want them to learn the right thing. But your body also is under training too, by you. And if you train your body becomes a weapon.
You're absolutely right. Good thoughts on that. Mr. Sean G,
What's up, baby?
let's go to that infamous day. We're going to fast forward a couple of things because it's just so much. It's so much
Let's do it.
that has transpired for you personally. And I marvel at, I want to just say I marvel at your YouTube channel, because
Thank you, man.
just the ground that you're able to cover is what you would say inspiring.
Thank you, man.
I see faces that I haven't seen for years. I've seen a lot of the new faces. I've seen you had DJ Red Alert. For me being an 80s baby was huge. Not maybe
Yo,
for these youngsters
yo,
out here.
shout out to Red
You know
Alert,
what I
man.
mean?
Shout out to Chuck
Yo,
Chill Out,
I ain't
man.
gonna front. I run
Yo.
into Red around in the streets a few times. Bro.
Yeah, regular, right?
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. The first time I was introduced to Red was I was in junior high school. He came to the school. He came up to 390,
Nice.
and he did
Regular cat, right?
Yeah, regular cat. And then I saw him on a bus one time in the city, like just
Random.
on the MTA, just on the bus, random shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck you doing?
Living.
What you doing on the bus,
like
man?
that. Talib Kweli
Yeah, but
is
shout
like
out
that
to
too.
Red though.
Shout out to Red Alert,
Shout out to Red
man.
Alert.
Talib Kweli is the
DJ
same way.
Red Alert.
You will see him anywhere. And also the boy that's from the Matrix, Keanu Reeves. You would catch him on a train any day, just chilling. What up,
And I want to say that I also want to give thanks to this brother right here, because
Thank you,
Oh
man.
yeah, hold on, Red. Let's get to it.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
get to it. Let's get to it. So
Let's
that
get there.
day,
Let's get
that
there,
day in
man.
the summertime. All right, so let me set up the theater of it. All right, so we in there, random day in Wingate, like any other day. Nothing special, hot outside. Not too many people in there that day, right?
Right.
So Red and I, we know how it go. When you come in Wingate, you never know who you're gonna see. Sometimes you see regular, sometimes you don't, depending on the weather, blah blah blah. So on this particular day, I come in there to get my own little sets. I go off into my little corner like I do, because I'm antisocial when I work out. So I'm doing my little thing. Red is doing his thing like everybody does, right? He does his thing. And so we're working, we sweating, working shirts off, we doing it. So I see this little guy comes in, with the camera, not making no noise, just kind of like seeing what's good. I kind of see him scope out the place.
Yeah.
And then he was about to be out. Take it from there. Sean.
Yo, I had already shot some videos in Wingate prior to that day. And then my man Tyson, shout out to Tyson from Brownsville. I shot him over in Jersey City dope video. He told me about this park called Lincoln Terrace Park.
Shout out to Lincoln Terrace.
And my cousin from Baltimore was telling me about Lincoln Terrace Park. So I didn't want to go shoot no more at Wingate. I didn't want to go back to Newark. I didn't want to go to Jersey City. I didn't want to go to Patterson. I said, well, let me go over to Lincoln Terrace. So I go over to Lincoln Terrace that morning, and I shot about 5 videos. You know, everybody said, yo, they get money over Lincoln Terrace. Shout out to Dream, Eli, Kurt, Zap, and Classic. So I'm over there at Lincoln Terrace Park. I finished shooting, and I'm waiting around. I'm over there for like an hour and a half waiting around. Nobody else come. So I'm like, man, let me get up out of here. Let me go home. So
Park was empty. Nobody came out.
Park was empty, right? So I said, well, fuck it. I'm going home, man. So I jump in my ride, and I'm driving down, and I said, well, Wingate Park is right over here, man. Let me stop through there before I go home and see what's up. So I walk in the park, and Wingate Park is empty. This is a Saturday.
I told
You
y'all,
in
man.
there.
I'll be telling
You in there, and I didn't even see Red at first.
Red was by the dips.
Wherever
over
he
there.
was, I didn't really see him at first. So I stepped to you. I'm like, yo, man, I got this YouTube channel. You want to be on my YouTube channel? So you start talking this shit like, well, I don't do this for free and shit. You know, I don't, you know. So I'm like, yo, who this nigga think he is? You understand? Like, what's up with this dude, right?
Yeah.
So you like, all right, bet. So
No, but wait, tell him what you said before then, though. Because you wasn't going to even come up. What you said before? Or was it after? You remember? You said, and this is what would gain my respect, right? Off the ripper. He said, you know what? Man, I wasn't going to even F with you, man. But I said, I saw your back, and I said, let me just see what this man got to say.
Yeah.
You said it to my face, too. I was like, yo, that's so real.
I don't remember that part, right?
That was
but
so
anyway,
and your back.
but listen, anyway, right? So we agree. So you take off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then
Talk
you come
about
down.
talk, yeah.
You come down. You do your workout. So then you start getting into, you know, your
Philosophy
substance.
and such, yeah.
Right. So I was digging your substance and where you was going, and Red was the only dude left in the park after you, right? So
and I was like, yo, go check him.
Mr. Cut was there too.
Who?
Mr. Cut.
Possibly, but he wasn't a part of this right here.
yeah, so I'm looking at Red with these red sweatpants on and shit, right? So nigga with this shit on his head. So I'm like, because
Who is this guy?
I stepped, you know, when I go in the park, I'm stepping to you. If you in the
Right.
park, I'm stepping to you. So I stepped to him, I said, yo, you want to, I could get a video? He was like, all right. So
Just started going.
that's what, and
then he started doing this routine.
and that's
banging
how
them,
that,
bang.
and that's how that video came about. But that shit almost did not happen, man, because I was on my way. I left Lincoln Terrace Park. I was going back to Jersey. And I just said, well, let me stop by Wingate to see who over there.
You look tired
and
that day too.
Y'all two was over there, man.
Yeah, So are you saying, Sean G of Gumby Publishing, that we at the Wingate World Experience podcast had an integral part of you and Red coming together and forming this great video?
Absolutely, man. Shout out to Red Shop Black Star.
Amazing.
You know, shout out to Red Shop Black Star, man.
Yeah, shout out to
Nigga,
Yo, so go back and say what you was going to say, Red, about you being thankful for Sean and all that, man.
Yeah, I really got to put that there. This is real. Again, I got to say, I got to give thanks to this brother, because why? I watch little things. I don't watch the big things.
Likewise.
Because with little things, it's just like a big spaceship coming in, and you see the tip, and you're happy. You don't know it's big, but you just see the little tip. I'm saying, yeah. You're going crazy. But I want to see the whole of it. So I am being humble. So when you go grab your little tip, I get to see all of that, because you just see little tip and say, oh, that's what it is, and you left. And I waited until you left. I say everything. So the thing about this is, I got to say this about this brother, right? He come out there and he showed me, video me. And the video was clean and powerful, and it had message in it for the people, for my earth people.
What was your message? Briefly.
The message was to waken the people them up. My people been sleeping for too long. So in that video, those who have a heart and a positive state of mind. It's like getting a vitamin shot. When you hear that, it's gonna wake you up. But if you're not
Like wheatgrass.
if you're not part of the alliance and you hear that, you're not gonna listen. But if you're part of it, when you hear it, you're gonna stop and you're gonna listen and you're gonna what? Implement. This video is about changing people that didn't believe that they could do certain things. People that did already give up on life. People that didn't look within themselves and see the capability. People that doors been shut on them face. This video open it. It's a new light. Hit them. Those it's come like a
New
plant.
energy. New energy.
New energy. It come like a plant that was dying of thirst, and it takes one person to look and say, this is a good plant, and water this plant, and it spring back. So
it came organically out of nothing. Too. Out of that Wingate concrete, that Wingate blacktop, came more greatness. And let me say this, man. I got to tell you, man. I've been seeing it. It's a lot of talent in Wingate Park, brother.
Yes,
it's
sir.
a lot. So if you look at the landscape of how things are going, people come to that park, and there's so many individuals in there that have so many different perspectives and different talents and what they do. And if we could just get out of our way. You get what I'm saying? Get out of our own way. Get that jealousy about our heart.
That shit out of our way, man. All that territorial shit.
Yeah, all that.
Man.
Hey, I'm this. This is mine. This is yours. I wear
Fuck
this
outta
flag.
here with that shit,
Yeah,
man.
I'm this. Whatever. I'm this team. I want to ask you this question, Red, and you too, Sean. I won't say newfound fame because I hate because fame is worthless.
Right.
At the end of the day, I mean to a point, but. You've been doing your thing for a while.
Right.
Anyway, like I told you before, I've seen you when you come in the park and nobody talk to you. Nobody miss you. Go in your corner and no one say a word, not even the regulars. Not say one word to you.
True,
and you're looking in the corner. We've had our own conversation to the side like, yo,
yes.
You know what I mean? Just keep it pushing because that's what the community is.
Right.
But now you hot, quote unquote. Right. Now Sean is hot. Both of y'all is hot together. Now everybody want to jump in the video. What Sean shouldn't I say? All in the videos. Everybody want to come get the workout, which is cool because it's unity.
Right.
But how do you feel? How do you feel about that? Let me not put words in your mouth.
Well, they always say the stone that the builder refused becomes the head cornerstone. You see, one thing about Red, I don't here to put down nobody, and even those dark-hearted people that just corrupt. There's a way for them still, you know. It's just for them to look deep inside. So with I coming there, and I saw was the way they are dealing, like I was not good enough or I didn't fit. I always tell people from the day before I enter my mother's womb and after I left my mother's womb, I was always fitting. So coming into Wingate is an experience for I man to see certain people that is upright and certain people that need a little straighten up, you know, because again, I am not here to say I'm better than anybody.
Correct.
Because we could learn from each other, and this is why the family.
Each one teach one.
Each one teach one. We have to bring back this family embrace back.
All the time.
We have to bring back this family embrace because the time that I will take to criticize you, I could help you. If
they want the help though.
If you want help. Yeah, because the time, if I'm going to do something and in your eyes that you have not understand what I am doing, or there's something that you have to say, you should come to I and reason with I instead of waiting or backbiting or having a negative. And we have to learn to embrace each other and to work with each other. So again, if we are divided, we are easily to be conquered. But if we stand together as one family, as Earth family, then how could one break or destroy?
Well, let me tell you that all that sounds good, but it seems like a fairy tale. Now, you ever heard of that movie, The Never Ending Story?
That shit ain't gonna happen, man.
That's what,
you can forget that shit, man.
in this lifetime, I don't know, Red.
Well, I will say this.
The best thing I feel for us is to provide an example for people who wish to.
And we are the example because guess what? If everybody got to stay and say, I don't think, look at this brother. Look what you do. In come here, he never knew he was going to come to the park. He went a place and that didn't work. He ended up, the breeze blow him a different place. Now he reach in Wingate and find something for so long. He did have his stuff. Yeah, he was doing good. But I told him that day, I said, yo, this one's gonna be a top of the line. And boom, look the blessings. Watch how the video just keep multiplying and multiplying. So again, I saying this. We have to seek. This is why I talk about the purge. We have to purge. After we purge, definitely thou know thy brother's keeper, and thou will know thy brother. So
Well,
again,
the purge is going to involve some of our own. You do know that.
Of course.
Listen,
Of
man.
course.
Listen,
Go ahead,
man.
Sean,
We
speak
can
on
talk
it.
all this ideological shit all we want.
Speak on it, Sean. That's what I'm talking about.
And all of this motherfucking brotherhood shit, what you want. But it's niggas out here with this calisthenic shit. What I'm finding out is real territorial about this shit.
Yes.
As if like they have some kind of goddamn gate as to who gets in and who don't, man. And I think one of the things, you know what I'm saying, niggas drop a sword on me about, my channel about, is that I'm in all of these parks. I'm in Jersey, and it's niggas that I'm filming in Newark, Jersey City, Patterson,
West Coast,
Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, Harlem, that got better physiques, just as good as physiques as these dudes that's, you know, been
so
putting themselves out there for years. And I think that they don't really want that. You understand? They kind of want to remain as like the
face of all.
There you go,
Right.
the face of this New York City calisthenics thing, man. And you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dudes, and you spoke to about when we first came on, man. Like you said, it's a lot of talent in Wingate Park, man.
For years it's been.
And it's niggas out here
That'll hold you
that
back.
got
son.
bodies, man, just as good all over, man. And that's what I'm, you know, that's what I'm showing.
And you
man.
tapping into that too. And
Absolutely.
where did you get the inner? I want to say the because not only for your profession you do windows.
I'm the window cleaner with soul, man. Check my channel out, man.
Exactly.
The window cleaner with soul, man.
Exactly. So where did you learn to not care about what people say? Like I've seen your videos where you be working and you would do a set and people just walking by, you doing your thing, like not even bothered by who's around or who says
Listen,
what.
Byron,
Where did you gain that confidence?
Listen, man. You know, there's a thing called polarity, right?
What is that?
You got two poles. You got this pole and you got this pole. And in
Okay.
between, there's just different vibrations, different degrees within that dimension.
Mm-hmm.
And in order for me to get to where I am right now, and if you look at my videos and if you ever meet me, you know, I'm supremely confident, right?
Right.
But obviously I had to come from somewhere to where I was extremely shaky and insecure as an individual, man.
Go ahead, keep
And,
talking.
and you can't come from